welcome to Girls It's your boy Daki on this one. I want to say a big thank you to our fans and subscribers out there for doing what you do and how you do them. From all of us at Gossip TV, so we love you and yes, we do appreciate you. Okay, now moving on to the news. Straight up with Odogu Burna Boy. Burna Boy, African Giants, great guy, doing the news for like a whole lot of stuff, doing good for himself and doing African proud. Yeah, we saw his last the one from Love That Money project becoming Brit certified silver. For him, we know that's just for him, he's just doing good for himself, and that one is just one of the milestones he has had with that one. Now moving on, so Burna Boy doing good in terms of shows and concerts. He has been doing a very fine for himself. Festivals, he has been selling out, doing a shutdown show for himself. We saw the State Farm Arena, he sold that out. We saw the Madison Square Garden, he sold that out. We saw the Aqua Arena, he did that twice. We saw the Toyota Center in USA, he has done that. We saw the Ziggo Dome in Holland, Burna Boy has sold out with a 7,000 capacity. And then moving on to the Rotterdam Arena in Holland, he sold that out to about 16,000 plus capacity. For him, he's just doing good for himself. So Burna Boy last now eligible gold certification in Canada. Now that means he has fulfilled all it takes to be gold certified in Canada, and then we're waiting for the announcement. And as soon as he drops, trust us, we'll be here giving you information about that. Moving on, we saw a couple actually made like a whole tweet and everything, which actually went viral because the wife said at the time that her husband, I'm sure it was her birthday, and her husband surprised her with a Burna Boy ticket to one of the shows, and then he sang this song for her from my hand, and then she was like, please ladies, you want to get married to someone who loves Burna Boy as much as you do. So she's saying to all ladies who love Burna Boy, if you want to get married, try to make one of the specs you should look out for in the man you're going to get married to is someone who loves Burna Boy as much as you do. Okay, now moving on. So Burna Boy performing last and in front of 70,000 people in Finland. Now for him, numbers are his thing because he's been doing that back to back, and then this time it is 70,000 people, and then he performed last and just 2 songs, and then 7,000 people went agog, and then people got talking saying, for such performance and crowd control, I give it to Burna Boy. This person is saying, I swear, me go collect my money back. Now full song and 1 year, nothing like Shayo. So for him, he's saying he wanted to get like full Love That Mini project, but then he just got 2 last and so for him he didn't get enough. It's Burna Boy, so energy gives you and everything. Maybe for him 2 shows was what they paid for, but Burna Boy just gave them 2 shows. Now Burna Boy has been in the news now, this time not just song but then more private. A lady called Diamond, the body has been involved with or have private moments with someone looking like Burna Boy. But at the moment we are not really sure if it's Burna Boy or not, but all indications are proving that this is Burna Boy. But yeah, none of them have come out to say yes, it's Burna Boy or no, it's not Burna Boy. Burna Boy have not made any official statement on this one, but then fans have actually made conclusions looking at what they have seen that this person is Burna Boy, and then it shows the moment they are together in the bedroom. Neither Burna Boy or Diamond the Body have come out to make any statement. Yes, nobody has come out to say yes, it's true or it's not true. But one caption she kept was when she said, he says he feels safer over here where the good Kochi be. And that's what she's saying. So she said the person in question said he feels safer here with her and everything. Who is this mystery man? We are yet to raffle who this man is. Moving on to Omah. Now, after having the Twitter spray and everything, Omah came out to say at the time, said, my Twitter is down to my management, but now I want to undo my Twitter by myself. And then he came out saying a whole lot of stuff, including his depression, including how he said he won't cry again. But all of that he said at the moment, and then it was him pointing that out. And some person felt like, yeah, it was more of a public stunt, like promoting his album and everything. But yeah, he said at the time. Now moving on, we saw Liverpool Football Club at the time doing their training, came up, and then the captain said, I want to play a song for you, and then Soso came up, and then for Omah, he felt so happy. He retweeted the stuff saying Soso love and everything. Moving on, still on football, we saw the Paris Saint-Germain Football Club, one of the richest clubs in the world, coming out to say we have a collaborative album coming on, and then we have somebody who's going to be on that album, and guess who this person is? He's still Omah, boy alone, and says we're going to work with you on this album. And one thing we know about the PSG Football Club is the fact that they are money spenders. So for Omah, we know he has made money from this one. And then moving on, he came out sharing the opinion of what he feels about Fireboy and Rema, and he says, for both of you guys, I love you and I respect you guys so much. So Fireboy and Rema, I love you, I respect you so much. And for fans felt like, yeah, that's what the industry needs at the moment. Enough of beefs. Now, good on for Omah because he has been interviewed by the Grammy, and then this interview got so long, and then he said like a whole lot of stuff on the interview. All of that we'll be talking about them shortly. So he was asked what can fans expect from this tour kicking off next month, and then Omah said, this is the Boy Alone North American tour, bro. Fire as usual, fire as usual. I think the previous one was just like an introduction. This time I know my fans, they know me. We have a stronger bond, especially in the US, and with the new Project Boy alone, it is just more fire. Now, a lot of questions came after this one, but then this one actually came saying, how would you summarize what the stories are? What are you putting across? And then he said, the story for Boy Alone is literally my story. It's literally just my story of the past 2 years. It's been me going through the whole thing, the whole fame, the whole becoming who I am today. The past 2 years of me being a superstar, my ups and downs, my emotional breakdown, my happy moments and everything. I just summarized that experience and told the story of every experience I had on the album. So this is me coming to the US and telling them those stories right in their faces. Now moving on, he obviously we know he worked with Justin Bieber, and then he explained how working with Justin Bieber is. And he said, working with Justin Bieber is one of those things on my to-do list that I just checked. He's one person that I've always wanted to perform with, and when he reached out to me at first, when I dropped my project Get Lit, I was like, this is it, this is part of the dream. We went back and forth and got a couple of songs. I was supposed to be on Justice album, but I was on the road and a lot of things happened, but we kept going back and forth with the record until we got attention. It's a classic, Justin Bieber is a legend, and bro, it's a blessing to have Justin Bieber on the record. So he actually explained that it was supposed to be on Justin Bieber's song, and then he said Bieber reached out to him. So it was not him doing that, it was Bieber reaching out to him. And so for him, he said it was supposed to be on Bieber's album, but it was on the road, but then they had to come up with attention, and that one, it's a classic because he called Bieber a legend. Now moving on, he said, he was actually asked saying, you mentioned that working with Bieber was a dream come true. Who else would you want to collaborate with? And then Omah said, I have a bunch of artists on my list. I have Post Malone, I have Kendrick Lamar, I have Drake. Every day I wake up, like I said, I just try to get one step closer. And then to end it was asked, before we get out of here, is your best work ahead of you? And he said, oh yeah, definitely. As a matter of fact, every time will be a great record. I think it's normal as a human, you're just never satisfied. You feel like it's never enough. No matter what you put out right now, you feel like there's so much more inside. Yeah, I think my best work is ahead of me, and I don't know when I will reach it because my career is just 2 or 3 years old. So I still have a lot of time. For Omah, we say congratulations, being on the Grammy interview and seeing all of what you said. Omah, I'm just reaching out to you. It's a good one, and then we can't wait for the best of you to come after now. Anyways, guys, we've come to the end of this one. We'll come to catch you guys on the very, very, very next one. Stay safe.